Yep.
What the What was that supposed to be? I don't know what the goal was with that.
Okay. That went
Hi,
down
folks.
now.
It looks like Cole's about to die, so I'm just gonna take over the writing room from here on out
Yep.
while he's
The writer's room.
gone.
Bray Kirk.
And only Brayden, as it should be.
At
I'm
Bray
kidding.
Kirk.
I'm kidding, Cole. Cole, we couldn't do this without you, buddy.
Aww. So, fellas, and
Folks.
Another term, fellaettes. No,
People
people
and other people.
and other people and other people.
You can consider yourself to be a part of any group that you want.
Yep.
You could be the people or you could be the other people. Whatever you would like.
So I would like to draw everyone's attention to Brayden's new camera setup. It looks really good.
I'm no longer in the fuzzy ass front face cam.
Mm-hmm.
We're moving on up in the world. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but this cord right here to actually connect this bad boy to this bad boy, Amazon did not want to give it to me. It seems they really just like withheld this for whatever reason, but it finally came. We're here. I got the light set up now, a little more interesting, hopefully.
Audience,
and
do I tell him?
Come here. I can do this now. What do you want to tell me?
Audience, should I tell him?
Tell me what?
Because I have shitternet. You're still fuzzy.
I'm still fuzzy.
You're still fuzzy.
Well, on my camera, I look amazing.
You know what? That's what
crystal
matters.
clear.
As long as you can see that you're beautiful, we know that you're beautiful. So that's all that matters.
That really sucks. I'm not gonna lie.
I like this angle though, and I like you have more functionality with it. But you know, T-Mobile, get your shit together.
Yeah, maybe I need to start saving on my mind. Maybe my internet's a little bit better. Who knows?
I'm pretty sure it's me. But anyway, last episode, we started on the beat sheet.
Yeah, we did.
It's
been going great.
We've solidified certain characters, maybe not their backgrounds in their entirety, but certain characters have been like locked in. Settings have been locked in.
Right.
And today we're going to get to the point where certain details, I think, will be locked in. And if we don't, that's okay too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last episode, we have a really solid idea for how this film begins. We have a first 15 minutes, we have a strong inciting incident, and we have the solid groundworks foundation for where our two main characters start out and how they meet each other. We have those circumstances. I think for today's episode, even if we don't do any more on the beat sheet, which I believe would be the end goal, is to continue working on that beat sheet, I think more importantly, we need to start working on the characters, start to get those details out, start to get their headspace, what they want, what they're thinking throughout the film, and then we can start moving back into the beat sheet. Because once we know what our characters are thinking, what they're wanting throughout, then we're going to be able to work the plot around that to force them to make some tough decisions.
I agree, which is why I have an entire Chrome window of just research that I did, solidifying their tools. And I dove into monsters a little bit because I wanted to learn about that.
Okay.
And you're allowed to shoot these down.
All right, let's get started.
Okay. What is the best? I wonder if the best way. All right, hang on. I'm gonna test this. Oh, perfect.
Testing.
Okay. So we're gonna leave the Chrome, the Google Doc behind for a minute. Also gonna get rid of this.
I have it open if you need it.
Yep. I full screened our Discord thing. Oh wow, you're actually crystal clear. That tells me it is my shitternet, because it's working. Oh my god.
It's crazy.
Okay.
And I'm only putting out at 720p instead of the full 1080, and I look crystal clear on my end.
Yeah. No, you look I mean, mine's pretty clear on my end, so I think you've achieved success here. Oh, it just exited full screen.
We'll check the capture. I'll check the capture when it uploads to YouTube and see how disappointed or happy I am that this worked out.
What? There it is. What? Okay. Okay.
Hey, Cole. What am I looking at? What the fuck, folks? Are you seeing how many ungodly amount of tabs are open on this computer right now?
That's correct. Fuck. Okay. Fine. Shut the fuck up. Nobody asked for you. Okay. This is a short sword. God's yelling at me through thunder again. Chinese short sword.
Okay.
I figured, like, instead of like a knapsack, she can have like a cloth of just like a long folded stuff with just like a bundle of small things that's like attached to a rope, and that could like fit on her back, but that's obviously confiscated. So I really like this as like an option that she can like keep on her back.
Yeah, I can see that.
This would be like a hip weapon, and that kind of makes her more versatile. You know me, I love a good rope dart.
Everyone loves a good rope dart.
Everyone loves a good rope dart. But like, there's also like these like.
Whoa! I've never seen that. What is that? 2
testicles attached by a chain. Yeah, no, it's it's like 2 like.
She could.
It's like a chain mace.
Don't do it like this. Don't do it like this. Prepare to get sacked.
I thought this was kind of cool, but I feel like that'd be really hard to explain what that is.
Yeah, that looks. I don't even know how that would like handle.
Yeah.
Just looking at it.
I liked this idea because it could. We could change this to where it like converts into a bow staff, but.
Yeah. I feel like Donatello had something like this at one point.
I could see that. We could give her a bow, but I feel like that's too big and clunky.
Yeah.
I mean,
if it was like.
Yeah.
But that would be historically inaccurate if it was like the compound one that could fold out.
True. Yeah. So that's why my favorite's like the rope dart. And then I don't know if it's on this list. These things
anything small
look cool.
That does look cool.
So I was thinking like the sword and the rope dart were my 2 personal favorites, but if I were to pick a third, it would be this.
I would actually agree with that ranking.
Okay.
I think
And then I guess there's a knife thing, but I figured if we're gonna give her a knife, we might as well do like a Wild West thing. Give her like a Wild West dagger instead of like a Chinese dagger.
Makes sense.
I'm just gonna show all of these just so that I'm not.
Yeah. The hook swords are always like. I always thought those were really cool.
Yeah. The problem
wouldn't make sense for her to carry in her bag.
Yeah, the problem is like these are like a lot bigger in my mind. Except these are more these are like short swords like I was like like this thing is. So these would actually work, but they don't have a look that I feel works in my mind. And then this is the same. This is the short sword from before. It's just a different look. I like this better. I like the black. Yeah. And it would be not as like pristine, new looking.
Like a bit rusty, maybe dull.
The like black is worn down or something. The
like
metal isn't
chip paint.
Yeah. Also, love that this Chinese sword is on Samurai Swords .store, because samurai, as we all know, are definitely Chinese and not Japanese.
Oh yeah. And I'm really happy that they have a guaranteed safe checkout.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Folks at home, feel safe putting in your PayPal or what else? MasterCard or Visa.
That's right.
Because it is. You got to get close for this. Not that close. It is guaranteed safe. Oh, wrong way. There we go.
Okay, so that was my thoughts for our protagonist. Now, this is kind of just a handful of stuff. So,
those are old school guns.
Wild West bolt action rifle, which, I mean, we have bolt action rifles today. So, I mean, I feel like it's self-explanatory. It just kind of, it works. You lift the thing, you pull it back, stick your bullet in there if it's empty, or a magazine. Some of them do magazines, and then you. This one, the way I understand it is, it's just a hammer, but it is one at a time. It's kind of closer to like a musket, if that makes sense. But you cock the hammer back and then you pull the trigger. This little handle right here goes out and back, so it's a repeater. So it's just fast action rifle. Obviously, everybody knows what a revolver is. This is what I'm blanking on the name. It's like peace something. One of the it's like a Colt. The Colt was like one of the more popular quick draw revolvers,
right?
As I understand it. And then we have a pump action shotgun, and then obviously it's not in this picture, but there is like double barrel, so we can do a sawed off double barrel or something if we wanted to. And we
I like
obviously
the idea of giving the sawed off double barrel to our main character. Always like that really intrigues me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I am fond of the mare's leg, the one above the pistols. Actually, I have a don't ask why, but I have a replica of a mare's leg. I'll have to bring it when we film next time, so I'll have it.
Dude, that's actually
yeah, I was actually I'll explain really quick. I was gonna film a Western short film. It never panned out. I bought the gun, the replica gun prop for about $200 and a bunch of other shit that just, and I was for this short film I was planning to do stop motion. So I handmade with these two hands a stop motion puppet so that I would have that, and everything fell apart and I wasted a lot of money and time.
Damn.
But that just goes to show you folks at home, if you're passionate about stuff, you don't really waste your time.
Yeah, that's right.
Except for the $200 that I used to buy the gun.
I've done that, where I've spent like $500 and then didn't end up doing it. Now I have a pig mask collecting dust somewhere.
Pig mask?
Yeah, I was gonna do a scary movie back before college, and then it didn't pan out because the concept was a bit too out there.
Ah, man.
Anyway, I did have a scene idea if we decide to give somebody a pump action. I don't know how like
hit me with it.
Feasible this is, or if it's realistic in any way, because I didn't get to that part of the research. But if you hold the shotgun upside down, you can quick fire it at the hip. So but I don't know how, because these shotguns are powerful. Like they're
you'd have to like almost brace it, and then but you got like fire this way.
So I don't
maybe
know.
If we have to have a. We just have to have a tank, just like a buff guy.
Yeah.
Buff girl. You can just
yeah.
fucking bang, bang, bang.
But these are some options for Wild West. Oh, and then this is kind of an example of like the knives that I was talking about. They're like just these huge, like it's wider than this gun barrel, so it's just like this huge thing.
Yeah.
They're not serrated; they're just kind of clean. Okay. I haven't cross-referenced this to know how accurate it is. But let's see it. Yeah, so I like this look. Obviously, the clothing is like too like new, because it's like I think we both know exactly what we want for our cowboy because we know westerns probably better than the Chinese. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's really no other way to say that. I mean.
I mean, you're probably right. I would imagine we do know more about westerns than the Chinese.
I'm uncultured. I know. I'm willing to admit that, and I'm willing to do my best to learn about other things.
I'm willing to learn about things, but I'm not willing to admit that I'm uncultured.
That's okay. I'm from the middle of nowhere, Indiana / Iowa. So.
/ Iowa? That's really unfortunate.
Well, I was born in Iowa and I moved to Indiana too. So this is the other option. Obviously, these are like way too pristine and like new looking. They would be like more ragged.
These look like costumes, but I can see like how it would look in like an actual time period.
Yeah. I feel like more rags, kind of more dirt on them, more not like torn, but like. I don't know. There's like rips and stuff. It's not like, because like she looks like she's like royalty almost. I don't know if that's what that's supposed to be like, but I'm also AsianCultureShop.com is just very humorous to me.
Oh, don't misquote. It's AsianCultureShop.com.
You're so correct. Oh, this is when I cross-referenced. To make sure, because I realized when I looked at Chinese weapons, I didn't put a year in. So this is where I put a year in, and
so they did have guns.
They did have guns. They were very outdated. Like,
I remember that from history class.
Yeah, they're still like muskets. So it's like, yes, we could give her a gun. It is a long rifle musket, and that's just not gonna work for us, I don't think.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I like the idea that she's not good at guns.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna ignore. There's a lot of ads on this site. So this is where we get to monsters.
American Express, State Farm, hit us up. Sponsor this video.
This black woman, hit us up. Don't know who.
Whoa.
Don't know who that is, but if you sponsor us, we'll give you a shout out.
Yeah, shout out. I'm not gonna continue that joke.
Yeah. So it's just like a handful of random monsters. Obviously, we have to stretch any of these because none of them. Actually, I can't remember. There might be one in Texas, but most of these aren't in Texas, if any.
Yeah, that's fine.
So we can.
They got legs. They can walk.
Yeah, we can stretch it. So this one, it's like a ghost that it's almost like Pennywise, except like doesn't kill. It doesn't seem like, but it feels more like a tall tale that parents would tell than an actual monster. But I could also see us altering it to become something.
Okay. I see.
I love this.
That looks freaky. That looks cool.
So
tell me about that.
Here's the thing. The folklore is that they're peaceful, which I think makes them
not in our world.
I think it makes them scarier if they are peaceful, because what if it acts like a protector of certain like areas, and it's like if you mess with them, they get really violent. I think we play with the peaceful aspect if we select these guys.
Yeah. It's almost like they should abide by Enderman rules.
Yeah.
Where they're just like,
or even
they're kind of
like,
peaceful until you piss them off.
Or even like Iron Golem with that logic.
Yeah.
Because maybe it's like there's a village or like a town that's like under their protection, but like, you know. But cool. I really like these guys. These guys are cool. I'm gonna probably put these in our like Discord so that we can remember.
Now we're opening the door for like communities in this world to have figured out the monster situation and are able to harness their way of life in order to live around and like harness the monster's natural inclination to protect.
Yeah. I didn't Google all of these, and some of them don't have pictures. So let's look at this one together for the first time. Mogolon monster. Mogolon monster.
Google, please.
Let's just go to images, see what it looks like. All right, this is just Sasquatch. Okay. This is Bigfoot. This is not okay. So we can skip that one probably.
All right. What the Fook monster?
Monster. Let's have a look. Wait, was it U? Yep.
I gotta be honest, and I'm really sorry if you're from these areas and you know these things. These all sound like porn actor names.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, that's another Bigfoot kind of ripoff, it seems like.
A lot of like the Sasquatch.
Dude, I love these things. These things are scary as hell. Look at this.
What is that? Nightcrawler.
Oh, shit. No, I wanted like a better picture. Like, look.
Oh, that's freaky.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh, that's freaky.
It's so scary. It's clearly a dude in a suit, but that's scary as fuck.
Yeah. I like that it's like, I feel like if we're doing this version, if we're taking this, the legs need to be uncomfortably long and spindly. That would be freaky. If they're just like really, really tall and they just like are a pair of toothpick legs that are like, that's scary.
Yeah.
I'd be terrified if that was coming at me in the forest.
I could even see them acting like they're not floating, but they act like ghosts, if that makes sense. And it's like, look at this. That's so cool.
Oh, yeah.
And I think like they don't have arms, so like their attack, I think it would just be like a high-pitched scream that makes your ears bleed or something. Like I think that would be so cool.
I almost think they can like they have like really strong legs too, and they just like kick like a kangaroo or something.
Yeah, something like that. Like these guys,
those are cool.
I could see bringing like fog in like to the world. Like I could like.
Oh yeah. And like I'm like spindly leg, cut through the fog. That's a freaky set piece for sure.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's cool. Whoa.
Slide rock bolter. So yeah, it's
Catfish.
Like it's. Yeah, but its lore is kind of stupid. Because they live in the mountains and they just slide down, and that's it. So, it's kind of stupid, but like if we put it in like a lake or something, I think it could be kind of cool, but beyond
it wouldn't be a rock bolter anymore, it'd just be a big fish.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the same thing. Who's coming up with these things? Who's coming up with these guys?
I think it's just like legends around the U.S. Like
some of y'all are on top of y'all's game with the legends. The other of y'all need to catch up. Do better.
Melon heads. I've looked this one up. Oh. This is a good one. I like this.
It was like a racer elephant man. That's not really nice to say. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Holy shit.
Ooh.
Okay. I think of what we're seeing right now, this guy is like my favorite. In terms of
almost like Frankenstein.
Yeah. Which I think if we just like do like a bunch of deformed, they're not zombies, but like crazed like.
Could this almost be like the infection that humans can get from the monsters, and like they turn into like a melonhead-esque thing?
That's a good question. I imagine I imagine it would be more like a almost werewolfy transformation, but it's not like a wolf. It's more humanoid than that. But like there's a bunch of fur. They get like claws and teeth. But I guess every single one can be different. So there's nothing saying that we couldn't have something like this.
Yeah, we'll keep it on the reserves. They look weird.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about it. Wait, whoa, go back up. I want to read what it says.
Oh, okay.
These small humanoids with bullet heads are the inbred descendants of escaped criminals who resorted to cannibalism to survive the area's harsh winters.
Yeah. That's not really a monster. That's more just like...
That's just fucked up.
Yeah. Deformed humans eating other humans.
Sad. That's just sad.
Yeah.
Okay.
This guy...
Hello. Hook wedgie.
I was already like ready to scrap this guy because of how ridiculous he kind of looks. But I could see another version of him where it's like an Ewok shooting arrows just from the woods and you can't find them. But we would have to completely redesign how they look because
he feels almost like the joke monster that someone keeps as a pet in the town because he's adorable looking.
He reminds me of
is
the Gremlins.
This is the Gremlins. Yeah, this is the monster that a bigger studio would have in the movie to sell toys to little kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I already see it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the vision. Oh, the St. Augustine monster. Okay.
You've heard of this?
Yeah. That thing's freaky. Yeah.
I have not heard of this, and I actually didn't Google this one either. I only Googled a handful of them without the picture.
That's because you're not from the area. I'm from the area. St. Augustine monster.
I was hoping it would like auto do it. Yeah, sure. Let's just
like a big squid-looking guy.
Oh god.
Blubbery mess. Doesn't really make sense for our movie because of the locale, but
yeah, well,
just a cool thing.
There's an argument to be made with like a swamp creature, but there are much better options, I think, in this list.
Yeah.
Our next one is this F-150 truck. It is going to be the main monster in our film.
Surprise! Our movie's just a giant truck commercial.
So this guy's in Georgia.
Oh, yeah, Southeast Georgia, which is where I'm from.
Mm-hmm. So it's again, it's the wrong area, but I mean, we could cheat it to be in Louisiana, I guess.
I gotta be honest. I've never heard of the Altamaha. Never heard of it.
Yeah,
even though like either. The Altamaha is like a 15-20 minute drive from my house. Never heard of it.
Yeah.
No one's ever talked about it.
And
whatever, I guess.
I elect, and you can tell me your thoughts on him later, but I elect to scrap him because I again, if we do a swamp section in our story, I think there's a better option.
Yeah. Although it would be close to me personally, but obviously not because I've never heard of it before.
Yeah.
Scrap it. Yeah.
So
get
these
rid of
are
it. It's
just
not really interesting.
These are just little Hawaiians.
Those are just children.
Yeah, no, it's
children.
They're just tiny Hawaiian people. That's literally it. Yeah. So
I feel like that would be a moral cop out. That would be too many child labor law violations on set.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
but it is funny.
I don't think I would have the confidence to call Peter Dinklage, which I don't have his number, but if I did, I wouldn't have the confidence to call him and to ask if he would do this.
Or Warwick Davis, hit us up. Okay, Warwick Davis, Peter Dinklage, maybe. That's so terrible. That's so terrible.
Yeah. I didn't look up this one either. Bear Lake Munster.
Whoa. Okay.
Huh. So kind of like an American Loch Ness, it looks like.
Yeah. The more gator-looking designs are interesting, because he would fit more into the swampy area if he did look more like a gator on crack.
Yeah. Some of these are like, what's that dinosaur? The Mosasaurus or whatever. Ooh, I like this.
Yeah, Mosasaurus.
This looks kind of cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's freaky.
But again, there's another option for swamp area. I like this thing. I like this thing a lot.
It's cool.
It's very whimsical. It's not necessarily scary, but I think we could make it scary. But
yeah,
it's a very
shout out
thing.
Shout out Fafunha for that really cool drawing.
Oh yeah, there's been a lot of drawings, but yeah, this one's very cool. All of them have been cool. Shout out to everybody that has drawn something on here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wish we could go back and like shout out everyone, but
yeah.
Beasts of Busco.
Oh yeah, Indiana.
Hello, Indiana.
Yeah, so
have you heard of this guy?
No, I haven't, and there's a reason why. He is very lame. Good drawing.
He's very
lame.
Yeah, it's a good drawing. Kind of, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I see it. A giant snapping turtle, in theory, sounds scary. Have you seen an actual snapping turtle?
I have.
Them things are freaky.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Have you ever had one like go up behind your boat? That thing's scary.
No, I haven't had.
Oh, hey. Van Meter monster.
I like this like man bat thing.
Yeah.
I think that this is really cool, and I think that I mean, I think it would fit into our setting. I really do. I really think it would work. And that could be.
This is a perfect nighttime monster.
This is this is one of those throwaways that I was mentioning in the last episode where they're in there so that we can have a little action and it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. I mean, we can definitely build a really cool set piece around that monster, but I don't think he needs to be, oh, hi.
Yeah.
Populate monster. Leo, get inside. Leo, stay indoors. He's coming for you.
Yeah, so there's this guy from Narnia. He's kind of here.
Mr. Thomas.
Yeah, Mr. Thomas.
Thomas.
He's not my like favorite or anything, but I mean I could see him being used.
He uses hypnotists to lead his victims to their demise. That's interesting.
Oh, I didn't see the hypnosis part. There's a much better hypnosis monster that I like better.
I guess he like plays the pan flute. I'm not really liking how he has just like a bare stomach. Oh, and he's also has no hair around his boobs.
Yes.
Cool. Honey Island Swamp monster.
Oh yeah. So this could be really cool.
Like another.
This is literally a swamp
closer
monster.
To our area.
Yeah. I don't like this like depiction. I wonder if there's. Hang on. Let me double check. See. Honey Island Swamp monster. Because I would love something that can like be stealthy. Like I wonder if we could do like a mixture of like alligator and this swamp monster thing. Maybe even like this.
Yeah. I almost think it would be like interesting. Maybe a little cliche, but interesting nonetheless. That if he has like a gator head or a part of his body, yeah, that looks cool. That looks really cool.
Yeah.
But it's almost like a part of his body, maybe his actual head looks like a gator head, but then he gets out of the water and he's like an actual monster.
Yeah. Yeah, because we don't want just like Bigfoot, because that's what this is. This is just Bigfoot in a swamp. Like
a little lame. Yeah. Too expected, I think.
Oh yeah, this is what you were kind of talking about.
Yeah, something like that.
It's a bit.
The other one that you were.
The
other one that you were circling is freaky.
Where did it go? I think
it looks like a.
This one's my favorite right here. He's like almost a monkey.
Naked mole rat in the face. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty cool. You could hide in like the swamp, like the moss and the trees. So it's almost like he's in the trees.
He could be like Predator, in a way.
Could be like Predator.
He's like a stealth monster. Okay. I imagine he's huge though. So it's like he doubles as like. This is one of those where it's like it's the big bad. Like maybe no other monsters roaming this area because this thing is around.
He's like the apex predator of the swamp. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a scene where like they're fighting a bunch of smaller monsters. They all run away when he rolls up.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I didn't Google this one either.
Dewyo. This is fun. We're learning about hello.
This is just a werewolf. You're just a wolf. This is just a werewolf.
You're just a wolf.
Well, okay, wait a minute.
You're interesting. Hello. The Snallygaster?
Snallygaster. Alright, I'm gonna leave that up because that's really cool actually.
Yeah, that's are they eating an octopus or is that just their mouth?
Oh, it is eating an octopus, but I think we just make that their mouth because that's what I thought it was.
That would
initially.
Be way cooler.
Yeah,
that would be way cooler. Hold on, go back to the thing because spotted in Maryland, this bushy-tailed beast is the enemy of the Snallygaster. So it's like King Kong and Godzilla. Okay.
Yeah. I love the Dover Demon. I love this thing. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Oh my lord.
Hello.
This picture is also used, I think, to describe a skinwalker. But I mean, either way, this thing is so
king
scary.
Of the skinwalkers.
I could see this being another throwaway because he's kind of small. But like to have like a bunch of them in like the woods would be so cool. He can't last too long because that man's got a 5 head. Our gunslinger's just gonna put one right between the eyes. Yeah,
that's a moving target.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, red dwarf. We can look this one up, but I mean, I think I skipped this one because it's.
I know this. I'm expecting what's about to happen.
Oh wait a minute, hold on. This might be really cool.
Huh?
Okay, so I'm actually a fan of this right here.
He's kind of he's.
It's almost orcish actually, but like that's really cool. Wait, what is this backstory?
Yeah, that's freaky.
French for red dwarf. Seeing this Michigan creature is a sign that bad luck is heading your way. That's not a lot to go on, but I mean, obviously this is like loose research on a bunch of different monsters, and whatever we pick, we can hash out more. We've covered. Yeah, we got the Wendigo. Cannibalistic.
I think we're definitely into the idea of having the Wendigo factor in, especially towards the third act.
Yep. Something I didn't know actually is they lurk around the Great Lakes, which I didn't know that.
Up in the Michigan area.
Yeah. I just thought they were more. I thought they were more woodsy, but well, I guess he is woodsy.
Well, I mean, there are woodsy areas up in the Great Lakes.
B-man monster. B-man monster.
B-man.
Let's see.
Yo, B-man.
God damn. Oh, okay, wait.
He's a gorilla.
Okay,
he's not even a Bigfoot. He's a gorilla.
This is. That's different. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
The other ones are just Sasquatch. I mean,
yeah. No, literally, some of them are gorillas, not even Sasquatch.
Yeah, true.
Those are the gorillas.
Yeah, this is. I'll leave this up because this is kind of unique.
That's freaky.
Yeah, I'll have to. Gosh, I'm gonna
like
have a lot
that
to put in our Discord, but yeah, I do like that.
Yeah.
Oh, some people believe he's a gorilla. That's. But other people describe it as wolf-like, which is the one we think is cool.
Yeah.
Lake monster.
Lake monster. He's a giant eel.
Yeah, giant eel.
That's a mosasaurus. That looks like a mosasaurus right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Which I think we skipped this one. Unless we like need a throwaway lake monster, but I mean
Jersey Devil.
Jersey Devil.
Classic.
I have heard of this one. I don't know why there's no picture of it, but
literally there's a throwaway joke in my my personal feature film that I wrote just a couple months ago where I have a cop character think another character looks like the Jersey Devil because he's so like messed up
Hell
and
yeah.
shoots him. So Jersey Devil is really cool. I like this guy.
Yeah.
The one that where he just looks like a fucked up greyhound in the top right corner of the picture selected.
Yeah.
That's kind of like that's the Jersey Devil right there.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think we could definitely implement the Jersey Devil. That's him as a...
That's cool too.
He's in a comic. That looks more Wendigo than Jersey Devil to me. But I guess they have skulls too, so I don't know. Yeah, I guess this is like original Jersey Devil, which I think maybe we change the head, but the rest of it looks terrifying, honestly. But like the head's just like goat, and that's it.
Yeah. Ludwig the Bloodsucker.
I'll show you this one. I hated this one.
A short, hairy vampire.
Ludwig. Yeah, so this guy, imagine a hobbit that is a vampire. This is him.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just not.
The very alcoholic vampire. Oh, he's getting a spin-off movie. I don't care.
Yeah.
He's the hero in a movie.
And then, of course, Ludwig from Bloodborne makes an appearance, which he's mortifying, but we can't use him. I mean, yeah, look at this guy. Like, this guy is crazy. He's got, like, more than one mouth.
Yeah, that's something completely different. Hello.
Yeah. But anyway.
So, yeah.
This is the one that I think, like, this is the better hypnosis monster. He looks kind of goofy right here, but I think he could be turned into something really cool. And it's like, you don't...
Can we look up other photos, perhaps?
Yes.
Oh, hi, knee.
That's crazy. I tend to do that when my joints hurt. I forgot I was like on camera.
My knee up that.
I just needed to stretch.
Can't even get my knee up that high.
I just needed to stretch, bro.
Ugh. There's one that looks like a
this is like
poked out anteater.
Yeah, this is like an anteater. I like this. I like this a lot.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, I'm gonna leave that one up because that one's actually scary.
That looks like a sad Pixar character.
Yeah. This is just big frogs. That's it. And it's not even big. It's 3 foot tall frogs, but it's just big for frogs. Okay. Oh, yep. Here's the Texas one, the Ozark Howler.
Hey, Ozark Howler.
Oh yeah, I like this. This was really cool.
Oh, he's cool.
Yeah, he's got
cool
horns.
for sure.
He's bear-like. Honestly, there's this version, but this version's better.
Yeah. 1,000,000%.
Yeah,
the bigger one's
one's cat-like. I don't know what's gonna be better. Maybe a mixture of the two would be like this.
I kind of like the berry version.
But if we make him bear-like, but give him like cat appendages, like this, like that's kind of scary. But I don't know.
I see the vision. I see it. Okay.
Yeah. This is our other swamp option that I thought was really good. He's just a lizard man.
Oh. He's scary.
Although I do think the other one was better, because it was like a mixture of like bear and lizard. This one's just lizard. This one's just Mark Zuckerberg on a weekend. The Wampus cat.
Oh.
I think this could be cool. This is a Cherokee thing. Let's see. Wampus cat. It is kind of just a cat. Big cat.
He's cool.
Thing. But, I mean, that drawing with 3 eyes makes it more interesting.
The one where he has, like, multiple limbs is kind of interesting.
Where are you seeing this? Where?
There's one right here.
Oh.
Right there.
Okay, I can see what you're pointing at. Yeah, this is cool. I think a mixture of this and like the 3 eyes would be really cool.
The 3 eyes, yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, we just make him like more like horrifying. This is a phone case, I've realized.
It's a really cool phone case.
Yeah, it is a really cool phone case. Let's see. Next. It's Texas.
Mothman.
I think we should have Mothman in there.
Yeah, probably.
Lake.
It wouldn't be an American cryptid horror movie without Mothman.
True. This is another Texas original. Yeah, I like it.
OG, yeah.
I don't understand it. It's Bigfoot, but more goat-like, I guess.
He's a freaky cloud.
Yeah, I think we make him cloud-like. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that.
Like non-corporeal, but he has a face.
Yeah.
That's freaky.
Yeah,
Mothman.
Mothman would be really cool. I'm not gonna look him up.
We have to. Yeah, we got to. We know what Mothman looks like.
Yeah, he's right there too. But yeah, so that's that list. That's kind of the gist of my research. I did just a lot of like looking at lists. A lot of the heavy stuff I did was me focusing on weapons, checking the years, making sure they were relevant during the time we're wanting. Just stuff like that. Oh, here's another. Yeah, there's a double barrel. But and then there's the knife. Pocket watch isn't a weapon. But
it's 10:42, you motherfucker.
I think today we solidify because we're at 46 minutes. So we spent a lot of time on my research. I didn't intend for that to happen.
We had fun.
We did have fun.
This was the looking through monsters episode, and partly weapons also.
Yeah, so I'm going to put those in our Discord at some point, but I'm going to go ahead and change a couple of things. I'm going to take Shinobi off and just put Assassin. Ass.
Okay.
Because that's going to be more accurate to what we want. I'm going to go ahead, if you agree with my weapon picks, I'm going to go ahead and put wields. So I'm still on the Chrome.
Are you messing with the document?
Yes, I am.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Yep.
Cool.
So wields, Jian, sword, which that's that Chinese short sword, and then it's rope dart, but I want to use the proper name. And then if you think we should do a third weapon, my vote is those like two small like hook claw things.
Yeah.
But that's only if you think we need a third weapon. I don't know that we do. Because it's like...
Probably not.
Yeah, so then I think we just stick with these two. Bao, which is just rope dart. So, smuggled with her to the States. I know that's messy, but that gets the point across. So now we have like her equipment kind of. I want to say that's locked in personally.
Yeah. I think we have her.
Yeah.
Not background, because there's more to go off of that. She's an assassin. She is thief, and she has these two weapons that in her bag. Maybe that's the only thing in her bag, except maybe one other thing. Yeah. But she didn't come here with much.
Yes. I would argue the only other thing in her bag is like her like assassin outfit, whereas like she comes over in like almost just rags, whereas her assassin outfit is not pretty, but like it's more versatile. Yeah, more built for combat. Exactly. So
got it. Okay. If it's able to fit in the bag, then yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not like a huge bag. It's only like this, maybe this wide-ish. And it's just like some cloth, and you sling it over your shoulder, and that's it. And it's just like, I think that works. Okay. So then let's solidify Gunslinger. He was once part of a monster hunter cult? I think we've. Yes.
Are you? Oh, I couldn't see you, but here's what I'm gonna say.
Say it.
I think at the start of the film, he's still a part of this cult. I think leaving this cult is part of his journey in this film. He has to start from a place where he can learn from later. I think what's gonna be like, it's almost tailor-made for him. This film is almost like putting him in a funnel of going on this adventure with an audience surrogate, someone who doesn't know what the world is. And the thing that he realizes is that, oh, I'm part of this organization that's actually doing a lot of harm to a lot of people, and I'm just too blinded to realize it. Not my emotional journey, but my external circumstance journey is that I need to realize that I'm an accessory to hurting a lot of people.
I agree. And I have changed it to be such.
Sweet.
Hang on, I need to Google, because I can't remember, most popular, revolver for
Colt
something? Slinging. No, I'm trying to remember the gun.
Colt Magnum?
Colt single action, also known as the Peacemaker. So it was the most popular quick draw thing. So
bam, bam, bam. All right, peace.
Yeah. Well,
blood everywhere. Peace.
Hey,
I have made peace.
When it's done being shot, wields the Peacemaker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Colt single action. So now, because I know I think we both can agree, we want him to have like the most popular like gunslinging weapon, and now it's like, okay, what else? Do we give him 2 revolver things, and like one is this gunslinging one, and one's like a powerful one? Do we give him?
I think
1 revolver and then like a rifle and a shotgun, or just a revolver and 1 long weapon?
I'm almost thinking that the logical thing, and probably the cooler thing to do, is to almost give him a Call of Duty weapon thing. He has a long range, he has a pistol, and then other tools in his person.
Yeah, something I didn't get into that I would like to is to give him a melee weapon that isn't like a dexterity based thing. It's more about just like whack 'em and like do your best. So I think
like brass knuckles almost.
No, like just like something like what's like a baseball bat. Swing it and you hit somebody. So I was even thinking like an axe, because that's that's like the only thing I could think of. But that's something I think we can play around with, and that might be a thing where we take an element from Bloodborne and we do like a transforming melee something.
Possibly, yeah.
But I agree. I think we do this revolver, and I think we do a long weapon, and I think we do a melee weapon, and maybe a couple of other tools.
You know what would almost be cool as a melee weapon? Because this was during the 1800s, like 1850s is about when we're setting it. That's the gold rush. What if he just like has a pickaxe? Bang.
That's crazy. But it's like, where's he gonna put that on his person? I guess. Okay, if we do the transforming weapon thing, it could double as like a mace and a pickaxe, and he can keep it on his hip. Because if the pickaxe parts fold down, then he can easily store that on his person in like his trench coat. How do we feel about this idea?
I like that.
Okay.
I think it's cool. Cool.
What should we do for his long weapon? Shotgun or rifle? Probably rifle.
Yeah, that's more accurate to the archetype of a gunslinger.
I'm going to say bolt action, and if we want to get into the specifics more, then we can. I'm gonna say transforming pickaxe, and then let's give him a hunting knife, and then that's what we'll like definite locked in. He's got all that because I think that he would just have the hunting knife just in case. Okay, and then I think I don't know if he starts with magic bullets, but we can discuss that at some point.
Okay.
Because I don't know, because there's a wizard character that's separate from this guy, right? Or is he the one you had in mind to be the wizard character?
I just pitched it. This is an idea I had a while ago, and I was like, it kind of. So it could be him. It could be like his superior. It could be like the head of the Monster Hunter cult has like all the cool bullets, and then there's a scene in a version of this movie where we have to like fight out of the Monster Hunter cult building, and our gunslinger character kills the guy and takes the bullets for himself.
Yeah, or somehow there's a
like
mentor relationship, something.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like he's like the head of the monster cult, and he's trained our gunslinger character for as long as he can remember, and he has to kill this guy because we realize bad things.
Yeah.
And then at his reward for doing the heroic thing is taking the cool bullets.
Yeah.
That he can use in the second movie, or maybe that's like a midpoint in this movie. He can use that in the second half of this movie. And there's a couple of ways to like place that.
If we do the
sort of
mentor
set piece
thing, that would make the betrayal hit harder.
Yeah.
So,
for sure.
And then I'm trying to remember. You picked out a color for his outfit that I think we both really liked, and I can't remember. Was it maroon?
I said maroon, like dark red for his hat, because we have like the white hat, we have the black hat. We don't really have like a lot of colored cowboy hats.
Maroon. Trench coat. And then I'm gonna say white vest, black shirt.
Probably.
White.
Something like that.
White vest, black.
Feels period accurate.
White vest, black shirt. I like the white because that shows the blood on him, shows how his killings are going. And then boots, I think, can just be whatever.
I was almost tempted to suggest that this movie takes place during the winter, so all the snow would be on the ground and all the blood would be everywhere. But it doesn't really make sense if we're doing Wild West Texas.
True. But, we couldn't do snow. We'd have to send them up north. Which, I mean, there's no argument against that. We could do that in like another installment if we want to. But yeah.
Sequel in the New England forests. That's in the winter.
Hell yeah. So she's wearing starts by wearing I'm gonna just call it commoner, or wait, Chinese common folk rags. Later changes stop judging me into
I'm not judging. I'm just watching.
I'm just making sure we have all of our details right. Assassins robes. Actually, I'm gonna change that to say worn. Okay. We've solidified a lot here. A lot.
Yes.
Which is gonna just make the rest of our sequence 1.1 that much easier. God, we're already at an hour? Jesus.
Yeah.
I've been having fun.
There were a lot of monsters. There are a lot of American cryptids that we didn't know about, but now we do. But we have an idea of what maybe some of these set pieces are going to start looking like. Like we have an idea of I don't want to say superficial, but we have an idea of what these characters like look like in the world. We have an idea of the kind of weapons they have, which I think will inform our characters, because they have to be a certain kind of person to use these certain kind of weapons, and to be these certain kinds of occupations, especially in this time. They have to be a certain kind of people. This will then influence their personality, their wants, their needs, their philosophies, which will all be tested and challenged and even changed throughout the story. This is a good start. Next, I think, for the character specifically, is to actually like write out a character outline, get into more personality, more details about upbringing.
Yeah.
And I have a couple of documents and a couple of cheat sheets that we can use to teach our lovely audience at home, but also to use for our benefit in creating these characters. That will be a next episode thing, because it's a little too late now to really get into the weeds of character. You know, we do have time. And I know that you hate this, Cole. Here, you know what? Come a little closer. A little bit closer. Cole, we're going to have to name these people.
No!
Cole, we can't just keep calling them Gunslinger and Chinese Lady. We can't keep doing that. We got to name these. We got to name these.
God damn it!
We got to name these people, all right?
Shit!
And I think we have...
Oh.
My camera went off. Violence? It's fine. We got to name... We got to name these people.
Damn it. Okay.
I know. And look, I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna hold your hand through all of it, and it's gonna be okay.
Fuck. All right. Here's what we're gonna do.
We're not asking AI either. We're coming up with we're using our noggins to come up with it.
Dude, okay, but I don't know. I need to see a list of like Chinese names, because I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just hold on. Hold your damn horses.
Don't ask ChatGPT.
I'm not asking.
Oh,
no. I'm just getting a list of like.
What are my horses?
Chinese name for girls. Pampers.com. Perfect. All right.
Pampers.com.
Hang on. I'm going to share my screen. Here we go.
Oh, sweet.
All right. Yes. All right. Chinese viewers, feel free to say whether or not these are...
Be rude to us for being bad at this.
Theme. Cute, royal, nature, mythology. Let's just see all of them. That's not right. Well, I know that's not right because there's and
let's literally butcher every name pronunciation.
I might have to ask my friend about this because I don't know. Chun.
Chun.
Oh wait, it's pronounced. Oh wait. Oh, it tells us how to pronounce it. Okay, so we're just not reading.
Oh, that's nice of them.
So it is I think, which means friendly or lush. In that one means love. Jesus, love and affection. Chun means spring. Brings forth good things. Fang, fragrance. I don't feel like no, I don't want to name our character Fragrance.
We wouldn't be naming them Fragrance, we'd be naming them Fang. It just means fragrance.
So it's okay, but that just means okay. Fen. It's pronounced fun, so it's fun. Scent, aroma, or perfume. Okay.
These are all beautiful names.
They're all beautiful names. I'm not
They're
feeling.
Not really hitting the zeitgeist of our character.
My reactions aren't towards the names themselves. It's how well they fit with our character. That is what my reaction is.
We're gonna get a lot of people named Fang.
Hua.
In the comments.
Oh,
being very
cool. All right, if I can't pronounce it, we probably
don't.
We probably shouldn't pick it if we can't pronounce it. All right.
Yeah, because we're gonna have to say this multiple times each episode now.
Lee means pretty. Min.
Hey, you did it.
Oh, Chinese and Korean. That's cool. I didn't know there were. Yeah. Yeah. Well. May. Me. Oh, yeah. No, May. Haha.
Hey. Yeah.
Flower, beauty, love, or elegant. It's not really Meng Yao. Mung. Mung Yao, I guess. So dream or vision, and then Yao means jade. I don't know. I'm not really feeling any of these. Let's go down a little bit. Bow means precious. How do you pronounce that?
I don't know if it's pronounced bow though.
It's pronounced.
That doesn't look like it's pronounced.
No, no, it doesn't.
I gotta be honest.
Okay, well, why are you writing it this way in English if it's just like pronounced something else, right? Or unless that's just how it translates. Maybe that's how it translates.
Mm-hmm.
Just put the symbol there, and dude, I don't know. Maybe I'm being racist. I'm probably being racist. Don't look at me like that.
Look, we're all learning here. This is part of the learning process, all right?
It is. This might be a thing where I have to like look and run it by somebody that I know.
Yeah.
Because there's.
Okay.
That's the kind of thing with
maybe
names. You know what? Let's name our cowboy. Let's do that. Instead of trying.
We can't get in trouble for that, can we?
No.
Probably not.
Should I get another list going? Cowboy names.
Yeah, let's get it.
Cowboy
name.
I mean, there's like Jesse James and all that, but let's see. Wyatt.
Wyatt.
Yeah, like
Wyatt Earp?
Wyatt Earp, yep. All right. I've had a thought. What if he hid his identity?
He hid his identity.
Yeah.
In what way?
Like he covers his face and he doesn't tell anybody his name until maybe like towards the end when he's like close with. That means we still have to name him, but like he's like close.
So you're saying
our main protagonist.
Okay, so what you're saying, I think, is that this Monster Hunter cult almost assigns monikers to each person. They forget it, or they don't use their actual human name anymore. And so in our character sharing their real name to our protagonist is a sign of trust and a sign of our character moving on from this organization.
Yeah, so what I've done is I've forced myself to pick two names for this guy because he needs a bounty hunter name.
Yeah, you're doing more work.
I like this idea, but yeah.
I kind of think that maybe each name has a theme.
Mm-hmm.
So a really easy way, and off the top of my head, because I did this in another script, that I gave, or the naming convention was animals. So that's a really simple one, but especially like if all the animals are like native to the area, and there's almost like a subtextual interpretation of they're all named after human like real animals.
Ooh, I like these.
And they're out hunting the monsters. So almost like there's a wolf, there's other predators native to America, stuff like that. I think it needs to be something simple and punchy.
While you were saying that, I almost like the coyote because maybe our guy is an underdog, and it's like coyotes are definitely not the strongest predator, and
I like coyote.
They're like,
yeah.
But it's like the coyote, and he's like known to be like a scavenger that isn't really the best of the best, but he kind of like through this story, is able to defeat people. I think. Wow, I kind of like that honestly. Cypher Blade
are. Now, I will say, since I'm from the South, we call them coyotes. sometimes. Some people call him Coyote.
I've done that too, but I feel like Coyote is it doesn't sound like a cool name to me. Hey there, Coyote.
but all of my southern friends, I'll be calling him Coyote in my heart, and possibly out on this video or in this series. But
I mean, people could actually call
the movie, unfortunately, I believe will be pronounced to get Coyote, and I don't have much say over that.
I'm actually not against people making fun of him by saying Coyote instead of the Coyote.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Okay.
So we have
for his real name though. Hang on. I like Alden.
You like what?
I like Alden for his first name, but that's not very Western, is it?
It's for me. Alden seems like the saloon owner type of name. Like, welcome in to the saloon. My name's Alden. I just did like 5 different accents there. And I don't know what happened.
That is correct. Otis. Do Otis River. Okay.
River's kind of interesting.
I like.
I kind of like the idea that his real human name is nothing like.
Yeah, it's
super
like
badass.
It's not cool.
Like
it's
like super normal. Like he's an actual regular dude.
Let me tell you why I like Flynn. Flynn is also the name of my dog in Indiana that my parents are taking care of, and yeah. So sweet. I do like Flynn. Yeah, I like his name being regular. So like Flynn, and then last name, we could even do Brooks. Flynn Brooks, or Flynn. What's the other one? Flynn Sawyer.
Yeah. Let's look at some actual surnames.
See, I'm lazy. But yeah, that's fine.
I got it. They just won't be able to see it from my view, but
stop streaming actually.
We got Flynn. Let's see. Syllable wise, what would be a cool something with a hard hitting consonant at the front, so like a buh or a puh or a cuh or duh.
I'm gonna say it's the
Flynn.
I like the Coyote better.
Yeah.
And then we're good with Flynn?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got Flynn in there, so now it's just the last name, and then that's probably going to do it for this episode. So while you look...
Burkhart?
Burkhart?
Flynn...
I don't know. Burkhart's... I don't hate it.
Flynn Castor? Flynn...
Castor sounds like it's trying to be cool.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna do some YouTube stuff while you look for one that speaks to you. Alright, fellas. I know it doesn't look like we got a lot done today, but we got miles ahead of I think the physical attributes of our characters, and I think we made a lot of good progress, even if it wasn't a lot. So, I know I just contradicted myself. Shut up. So, leave a comment if you have ideas. Leave a like or a dislike. Maybe you don't like what we're doing, and that's totally okay. We're open to feedback. And subscribe. Like I'm like subscribing to a magazine, except it's on YouTube because that's how the modern world works. Whoa. Whoa. And then yeah, leave a just let us know your thoughts on stuff.
Leave a thing. Yeah,
and I think
down there somewhere.
In the next episode, we'll probably dive into more personality. And we'll see what Braydan and I can come up with in terms of personality. And maybe Braydan has some research that he's done that he would like to present in terms of monsters, or maybe he has thoughts on other parts of whatever, and maybe we'll get into that. It's kind of one of those things where we just kind of go with the flow and get done what we get done.
And I will say, if not this next episode, then episode after that, hopefully, we've been talking off camera, we will have a guest. I did have someone lined up. I have a friend who will be coming on, and we can schedule that whenever we want, if that wants to be the next episode or the one after. But if you're not seeing a feature writing episode, it'll be a guest episode. And if you're not seeing a guest episode, hopefully it'll be the one after this next one.
No, that's a good catch. I think we shoot for...
On that note...
Oh, yes.
Technically.
Yes.
I have two options.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And they both start with a D. We have Flynn Darrow. Flynn Darrow.
I like that.
Darrow.
Okay, I do like that. Okay.
Flynn Durbin. Durbin.
Damn. They're both really good.
I think they both really hit.
Merge them together. No.
Flynn Durbin. Flynn Darrow.
Durbin Darrow. Damn.
You know what? Hold on.
Holding.
Hold on. Let's. Hopefully you're an old fan of the show, and you've been around the block, and you kind of you know a thing or two.
What are you bringing back from the dead? Season one's past. We're in season 2.
Season 1 reference in the in the summer months of 2025 is crazy, but hold on. Okay, this will be funny. After I show you what. Let's see if I can share my screen. Okay. Hello.
Oh.
Why did you do that?
I didn't. I'm sorry.
Hello.
I didn't do anything. Okay.
Can we see stuff now?
It's loading. Patience.
Can we see this?
It's still loading. Patience. Load! What are you trying to show me?
This is amazing.
It may not load, honestly.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to say, Editor Cole, just put a fake photo. It's not. I'm not gonna make you do anything really hard. Just put a photo of what I'm about to say. I got the wheel. We're letting the wheel decide the name. Just Editor Cole, I'll tell you what to do. Get a screenshot of the website. We'll decide and just throw it up there, and that'll have to suffice. But I put I put our 2 last names.
You know what I'm gonna do
in there, but it was funny.
I'm gonna just screen record the website until I get the same result as you. Okay. Anyway, go ahead. Let's see.
But I was gonna say, the last time we did a wheel was when we were trying to decide between military sports draft let's not forget Squeamish porn star as our sketch idea, and that was a fun memory. All right, let's go. I'm hitting it a couple times.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Can we see it?
Darrow. Darrow it is.
It says Darrow. Darrow is the winner.
Hell
so
yeah.
I'm gonna put it in the
Flynn
sheet.
Darrow. Very good picks though. Very impressed with your picks there.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool. We got one character's name down.
So I mean,
we just have at
essentially
least one more.
We're a third done, I would say, with our secondary character, because after personality, we have to figure out the story he's going on in its entirety.
Exactly. So we're getting a good start. It may not, like Cole said. Yeah, like Cole said, it may not seem like we did a lot today, but I would argue we did a lot. We got some monsters down that we feel really cool with, some ideas. Am I just re-saying everything that you said?
You did the same contradiction that I did. We may not have done a lot, but we did a lot. Yeah, I did that too. That's pretty funny.
Silence. Silent people at home. Yeah. I don't want to hear it. But I do want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below.
Thoughts in the comments.
I do want to hear that.
Subscribe, like, or dislike, because, we're open to feedback. Man, I'm jealous of your lighting. I need to work on my lighting. Anyway.
Get these lights. They're really cool and not super expensive. And you can buy even cheaper versions, I bet.
We're done, right? Like, there's nothing else to say.
No.
No, there's nothing else to say, or no, we're done. Or no, we're not.
No, there's nothing else to say. We're done, I think.
Bye!
Oh, we were just talking. Bye-bye.